What do you got in the box?
Hey Gordon, I have a Razer Phone 2 sent to me by Razer. Look, it's got my name on it. Adam PM.
Nice, nice.
For Patrick Murray, of course.
Okay.
This is
I'm gonna back up.
This is the Razer Phone. We saw it in our hands-on pre-briefing. Adam, Patrick Murray, and Gordon Ma-Ung, and I'm joined by Elena Yee here to unbox this. We're going to do a quick unboxing, and then I'm also going to do a little camera test. So, which brings me to the first point. Yes, I've already unboxed it, but that's mostly just so that we could do some really quick camera testing without you having to wait for me to set it up.
So you get a letter from everybody? Everybody gets that letter?
Everybody gets this letter from Min, of course, you know, telling you that this is the best thing that's ever happened.
Do you feel less special that you know that everyone else is?
No, it's got a signature on it. It's special. So the box is a little scaled down from last year. I don't know if you remember it. It had the compartments, but, you know, it was a little more traditional. Of course, you got the Razer Phone 2 here with a glass back, which enables some fun little things. Before we get to the phone itself, I'm going to set it here. We're going to look what's in the rest of it. It's got a nice hinge. Yeah. So, you know, of course, Razer always has these great designs.
It's not as solid as last year's box.
Yeah, right. And then, you know, the special Razer SIM ejector tool.
Oh, okay, SIM pick.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. That's nice.
Very nice. You got the little Razer logo.
Little baby shiv, as they call it.
Yeah. What else? We got, you know, a little manual. Tells you exactly what's in this box, but guess what? There's nothing too crazy. Oh, and of course, Razer stickers, just like Apple.
Very important.
You've got the
Wait, is that RGB thing?
Well, for Razer Chroma, yes, you got a Razer Chroma. This one has it's kind of translucent a little bit. It's nice.
Shimmer to it.
Yeah, just a little bit if you want to check it out. Yeah. Let me put this back in real quick because I know Elena likes things to be organized. And inside here, you know, of course, we have the Razer Power Brick that has nice custom branding on it. Right? Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, who else puts Razer on the power or their logo on the Power Brick?
There's actually a word. I can't see it from here.
Yeah, it says Razer here. And for Gordon's enjoyment, it's a, what is that? 0.8 amp, 5 volt, 3 amp. Wait, what am I looking for? What do you usually look for on this? Output.
Amp.
Yeah. 5 volt, 3 amp, 9 volt, 2.67 amp, 12 volt, 2 amp.
I think ASUS also puts their name on their little wall warts.
All right,
as well.
USB-C on the Power Brick.
Yeah, USB-C right on the Power Brick. And of course, oh man, they really got it in there. Nice little braided USB-C cable, USB on both ends, and the green.
Green,
you know,
signature Razer.
Yeah.
I can focus on that. It looks like it's focused. I can't tell.
Yeah, you know, it's probably focused. I'm gonna trust Gordon's focusing job here.
I can't tell.
Is that a dongle?
Yes.
An audio dongle?
So,
I know Gordon loves these.
Oh, you know what? Oh man, I am bummed because the dongle they gave last year was the same braided cable.
Yeah.
So now, this is not braided. It's a little bit of a downgrade. I'm kind of a little saddened by that.
I'm pretty sure.
But it does say Razer.
It's a digital Razer, and
it says
I'm pretty
Razer.
sure it's a digital DAC.
So is this on your approved list then, Gordon, of adapters?
It'll work. I mean, it's going to be like the one that comes with the Pixel 2 XL and Pixel 3. I'm going to guess.
The other one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the other one. Why don't you peel this off because
Big job.
I know you like doing the peeling.
It's a big job. All right. Do I do it nicely or do I do it like a Christmas present opening?
Just don't scratch it.
All right. Oh, that glass back is really nice. It's a little shiny, but not.
Yeah, so there is a matte version, but
there's a matte version
yeah,
as well.
I haven't heard about availability on that one.
So no fingerprint sensor?
No fingerprint sensor on the side.
Oh.
So they do a thing where they combo the power button and the fingerprint sensor, which I actually like. It kind of falls right in the hand, whether you're holding out like this or with your left hand.
Okay,
so I'll usually have my
out.
right thumb and my left index finger.
Yeah, I can't hold the phone the same way like that. It's not the same for me.
Before we dive back into the phone, I do want to show you, this is the dongle from last year. See, braided, you know, it is a little thicker, so, you know, they cut down on some size. Oh, that's funny. the size has been transferred more on the USB-C side than the actual headphone side. But yeah, braided cable, you know,
That is a bit of a downgrade.
that is a little weird, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious as to that. Anyway, of course, we got the Razer Phone from last year, Razer Phone 1. I don't really know what to call it because it's just the first gen.
Is the chassis the same?
No, it's redesigned from the inside out.
Oh, is it really?
It is a little taller, and I believe it's a little wider.
Yeah, it looks that way. Like if you could put your hand right, you can actually feel it dip down.
Yeah, you
This
know.
is the old one.
And they definitely changed a lot of the internals. Of course, he moved the camera, but the big thing here is the logo on the back. Everybody knows all the specs already, but really they just want to know how cool is that logo light up. So let me.
Wait, what?
You can do it.
Yeah,
I've been out of the loop here.
this logo lights up. Did you not know that?
No.
Yes, this is
I want to
the
see this.
this is the cool thing enabled by
This is how they made the phone go faster, right?
This is how they made the phone go faster. It really is a gaming phone now that you have RGB on it. Oh, there we go. Razer Chroma.
Yes,
Um,
RGB. I was
and
wondering
I
why
have
the
to
sticker
enable
was
it.
there.
And there we go.
Oh,
Okay. we're gonna-
RGB. I've got it on a slow breathing cycle, so it will light up for your notifications.
I assume it's only just the green.
No, you can
Is
do
it?
you can do
Oh.
whatever color you want
Let's see what the
in
interface
this
looks like.
Let's get some magenta.
in this
there.
Chroma app. Is it too bright?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'll dim it down a little bit. It is a new brighter screen, so hopefully, yeah. Look, there we go.
Now,
We'll
is
go red.
OLED or LCD?
This is LCD, 120 hertz. The highest an OLED can go is on the ROG phone, which is 90 hertz. So you get that extra 30 hertz, and that really means something.
Right, look at the back. Oh, yeah, that's pink.
Yeah, and then
That
you
is
got
purple,
a nice
Let's leave a
purple.
different color.
green.
So, yeah, you know, you've got, what does it say, 16 million different configurations, and then not only do they have the color intensity, they also have a brightness. So if you're like, you know,
I'm in a work
I don't-
meeting. I need
yeah.
to keep it classy.
yeah, I need to keep it classy, then you can set it that way. I'm going to keep it green for now, and what I'm going to do is hop into the camera, because that's one of the bigger things that people had a problem with on last year's model was the camera was a little ho-hum, you know? If-
Like in terms of the actual photos or the app itself, or
both.
Okay.
They patched it heavily in the months after release, and so they realized, hey, we want this to be an upgraded sensor this time. We want this to be a flagship experience, just like the rest of the phone. Because, hey, listen, this is a gaming phone through and through, of course, you know that, but we want to make sure that other things, like the camera, are up to snuff with the other flagships out there. So why don't you take a quick photo of me? I'm going to do a little smile between the two phones.
All right, so I don't need to change the settings. We're just going with auto.
Mhm.
Oh, nice, very well done. All right, and done.
This is, of course, a scientific test.
Absolutely, I've controlled for different lighting, positioning. I'm getting the exact same shot every time.
Oh, and that's funny. When you hit the shutter button, the green lit up.
Oh,
it?
I don't know why. Maybe it was in
Can
sleep
we
or
try it
something.
again?
Let me see. Does it? Did it light up?
Did it do it?
No. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. So let me go to the photo of me. Look at that.
Might want to brighten up the screen or change the setting a little.
Let me turn it down actually a little bit, just to make sure it's cool. All right. So you know, this is of course the most scientific of tests that I like to do here, but you can already see there's we got more dynamic range in the shot on the new phone. You can see my forehead's definitely not as dark, and that little bright spot from the light is not as light. Let's zoom in on my beard.
Ah, yes,
You know,
the beard
whoop.
test.
Well, okay, you know,
It's a little hard to see right now.
it is a little hard to see. I'm
the auto
gonna,
brightness, I think, is far enough there.
yeah, it's actually it's you can see the contrast on the collar here. You know, I can't really say much for sharpness at this point. I'll of course do more in-depth testing by the time this comes out, but you know, at first glance, hey, at least there's more there's less contrast. You have more dynamic range, which is important when you want to edit your photos. But there's something I want to show you, Elena, that I think you would find very funny. When you switch it to the front-facing camera, there is a beauty mode on by default. Oh no, never mind. You have to switch to beauty mode.
Are we talking like full Japanese photo booth effect here?
Gordon, you're gonna have to come over the shoulder real quick, and Elena, you're gonna enjoy this. So when I turn up beauty mode, see what it does to my face. It's just not only is it brightening my skin,
Your eyes.
but also watch my chin.
See if I can focus on here.
It's slimming my face, just.
Only a little.
That is hilarious, right? Yeah. It's what all the kids. It's all what all the kids want. Oh, you could even see it on my neck too.
You can see it right around the ears as well.
This is a little egregious. Oh, you know what? Look, it's even finding Gordon's skin tone there.
Elbow.
Actually, yeah, even the skin tone on my arm. So it is making some sort of skin tone mask.
I just feel like there should be sparkles on the screen and like a super yeah, exactly.
Like this, like. Yeah, so this is Razer's idea of a beauty mode.
It's a Western version. A little more toned down.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. I can't. Gordon,
Is this what you do for fun on your couch every day?
Wait.
I want to see Gordon's face.
Look at the camera. All right, here we go. Oh, that's weird.
This is hilarious. Well, hey, you know what? Razer Phone, there is a lot to love. Like I said, I will definitely dig more into the camera testing. I'm not going to put it in this next round of Last Came Standing, but hopefully the round after that.
Okay.
Other than that, you've got wireless charging, you've got IP67 rated now, Snapdragon 845, 4,000 milliamp battery. I mean, 120 hertz screen. The speakers on the front have been improved, even though it's been waterproofed. I mean, there's a lot to love about this phone. So I will put it through its paces, and we will see how it compares from last year's phone, and also some of the other gaming phones that have cropped out. But Razer was the first gaming phone out there, so that's definitely something. And if you can find the Razer Phone 1 on a good sale, that's not a bad option either.
Get that braided cable.
What's the price on this baby?
$800. It has stayed the same price, even though most flagships have started to slowly creep up there. So good on you, Razer. You could have charged more, and they held it. Because $800 for an 845 and all this custom stuff going on, I actually think that you're getting a pretty good deal in there.
I think it is funny though that Razer, typically known for slightly higher prices,
Right?
has been eclipsed or at least matched by the other manufacturers in the phone space.
Hey, the iPhone XS Max starts at $1,100. So that's a lot of phone, and you're getting a lot of phone in here too. So anyway, hopefully Gordon's camera work is on point. Thumbs up or thumbs down in the comments on Gordon's camera work.
We'll see.
Yeah. And thank you for joining me, Elena.
Yeah, anytime.
We'll see you later.